What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode, I explored the entire new hideaway. It's much bigger now, as you can tell, than the last hideaway we had, and it's surrounded by water. To advance the storyline, we got to talk to Otto here, so let's go ahead and talk to him.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Alright.
I learned something new. You'll be the first to know. Now off you go.
Wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furless friend. All in good time, okay. So we don't know what's that board's all about yet. Vivian.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetales.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Returned his volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Alright, we gotta go see the historian.
Here for another of my lectures.
State of the Realm. We already did that.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge that of matters military and political, both past and present, that might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the disposition of the great nations and those who rule them, and of course to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the story Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Ask about coming to the hideaway.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canberra, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the outlaw among my pupils, but nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. And we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remain hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to my rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved but granted a new lease on life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less,
Reputable fellowship.
than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Ask about the crystalline dimension, or dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valistea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed,
Or at least it was.
until Sunbreak elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sides. Heretofore neutral stories. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious to move even for him.
How may I help you today?
The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the hideaway map room, Clive can view the state of the realm. To learn more about the current goings on in Valistea, revisit any of Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Comprehensive a grid of important persons and their respective relationships, an overview of current and past Valistean affairs.
Of course.
Here you can view the detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that update as you progress through the main scenario. Use R1, L1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventures. Okay. Okay. It's kind of cool.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Cloud's story that updates as you progress to the main story. Okay, it's basically says the same thing. Okay, so that was, yeah. You could see Wade and Tyler. The conduct of bright ancestral communion. Iron Crusade. The Iron Kingdom. This is present day right here. Coast Nice. Yeah, that's when they went to Coast Nice. Yep. And that's where we're here right now. I guess they're attacking Coast Nice or whatever. The Dalmekian Republic.
Very good.
This game is very comprehensive. If you want to get lore and everything, this is the game to play. Holy crap, there's a lot of lore in this game. And Yoshi P put all this into one game too. Unlike Final Fantasy 15 where there was like many other games, you know. Make a save real quick.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men. A heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one NXE Mander of Canver, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valistea diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Ask about the hideaway.
Look around you.
While it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge. Still, there's much more out there, and so long as I draw a breath, shall continue to gather what I can. Why, one day a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or, failing that, the floor. It's about the past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here?
To Benimir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, and touched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, that here may it burn for 1,000 more. Ask about Tet and Crow.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's kirtle the next. The twins loved their parents with something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away from here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
Thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal, and that happiness lost may be found again. What once was lost will be found again.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
All right. Okay.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving
Tarja.
everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Tarja.
The scowl
Tarja.
did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stole us.
Pretty beautiful.
I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
I think ginger-haired women are stunning.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Gotta go read Gab's letter. He was stabbed right in the eye. I don't know if he still lived. Probably not, because I think in that cutscene it was showing him dying, but it didn't actually show him die. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin Side, and the men up the route in the middle of the rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you are done to wear upon my return, Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Man, Jill's hot. Not gonna lie.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now...
Yep.
Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance.
Yep.
It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He sacrificed himself just like Phoenix would to save whoever.
He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Yep. He trapped Ultima.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Yeah, we don't... Oh, that's right. We don't know if he died or not. A bunch of rocks fell on him.
Do you think he will?
I don't know if he survived or not.
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Can someone please make porn of Jill, please?
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
What was that on the map? They highlighted that for some reason. I don't know. Oh, he's still alive. There he is. My boy. The Northern Territories. I don't understand why his name was Joshua earlier. Now he's Margrace, though. I don't understand. Oh, now he's Joshua again.
I knew that the blood
Wow.
spread ever more swiftly, your grace.
Are Joshua and Margrace the same person or what?
This is
I'm confused.
far worse than any could have imagined.
It is
They are, because now it's saying Joshua's attendant. This person Joshua's attendant now. What was the point in Margrace's name then? Why didn't they just call him Joshua?
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase
Starting to be like Kingdom Hearts.
Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Like multiple Soras. How many Soras are there? Like, jeez. Like, come on.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
What if they were having sex, dude? He would have interrupted their happy time. The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
You go over that way. I'm not worried about that stone right now. I don't care about that stupid stone.
Clive, is everything all right?
I don't think I talked to her before. Maybe I did.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Oh, new quest available. Find the curse breakers, the gathering storm. Alright, we're 28 minutes.
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand? It's that I don't trust the Empire to show any of us any mercy if we get in their way.
Clive, Sid, Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
Alright guys, I'm ending the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.